How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, the founder of the Hard Gainer Academy. And what I want to talk about today, what is the best weight training technique that you can use if you're just getting started in the gym? I find it very fascinating when beginners are asking me, I don't know if I should be doing drop sets, supersets, compound sets, and I'm like, wait a second. When I was first getting started, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just got into the gym. I wasn't thinking about pyramids or anything like that. But the fact that you're doing your research, I really appreciate that. So as far as the type of training style that you should be actually using, or you know what, something that's going to make the whole process very seamless, are straight sets. That's when you're using the same amount of weight for the given number of each and every set. So let's say, for example, you're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps. Whichever weight you're going to be using, it's going to remain the same throughout those working sets. When you're doing a warm-up, of course, you're going to choose something that is lighter because that will loosen up your joints and get your muscles ready. So one thing that I like, it's easy to remember in the sense where if you're one of those guys where, you know what, you don't want to track everything, you may feel like it's too much work, at least you'll know, well, you know what, this is the weight that I was using when I was doing, let's say, the bench press or the squat. So all I need to do is just increase the weight and after be like, all right, let's see if I can hit the amount of reps that is required. If I don't, then I got to continue until I'm able to surpass that. So it's very straightforward. It's not like with pyramid sets where the weight is changing through each and every set. That's a lot to remember, especially if you're not the best when it comes to tracking. Even when it comes to supersets and drop sets like that, I think it's really important where you got to build your strength base. One thing about those particular type of training techniques, you have to have a good idea in regards to, well, you know what, as far as how your muscles are actually going to react. Because when you're just getting started, your muscles don't know anything about that training technique. You've never done it before. So you're going to fatigue a hell of a lot faster than someone who has a lot of training experience under their belt. Even an intermediate amount of experience as far as weight training under your belt is actually helpful for those particular type of techniques, all right? But for anybody who's a beginner, then straight sets are the better way to go as far as building your strength base. Another thing is safety. You really want to focus on your form and technique. I talk about this all the time. So using different weights, going heavier through these weights, I know you have to keep things challenging, but there's a good chance, you know what, you don't really have a good gauge as far as how much your strength level is or how your body's actually going to respond. So that's why it is good where, you know what, you could choose a particular weight and you can focus on really getting your form down. And once you have your form down, then after you can be like, you know what, I'm going to increase the weight to make it a bit more challenging. This is getting your body familiar with everything, getting the mechanics down. Again, safety is very big because I'm going to say it again. If you get hurt, you can't train. If you can't train, then you can't build muscle. It's as simple as that. Another thing is the progression model. So as far as progression is concerned, here are the things that we got to look at. You can go about increasing the weight because you know the weight stays the same throughout each and every set. You can go through just increasing the number of reps that you're doing. If you're doing 10, then you could do 12. If you want to make it a little bit challenging and you could do 8, you could drop it back down to 8, right? So you can make rep changes. You could also make set changes. Instead of doing 3 sets, then you could do 4 sets or 5 sets. And if you want to make adjustments to your rest times, that's the only thing you really need to remember. Because you're like, hey, I know the number of sets I need to do. I know the number of reps I need to do. Let me just shorten my rest times a little bit. Things like this will help your body in regards to building muscle and, again, building up a solid strength base. So these are some of the benefits that come with straight sets for beginners. I know a few intermediates and even some advanced lifters that still use straight sets as well. So again, you really cannot go wrong with it. But I do love it over all the other techniques for beginners because, again, it's less complicated. And if you're that type of person, like I said, if you're not down for tracking everything down to the T, then it can help you out tremendously. And it's very easy. Another thing that I also like about straight set training, it can save you quite a bit of time when you go to the gym. You don't have to think and be like, well, you know what, I was doing this, I was doing that. Like I said, it's less complicated. So as far as how much time you're saving, because you already know you just got to jump into the workout and do what you need to do. Even when you're inside the gym and it's crowded, maybe you might go around to the gym where it's a really busy time. All you got to do is grab the weight that you normally work with, and that's it. You don't have to carry a bunch of different weights if you're going to be doing pyramids and stuff like that. Straight sets, you just grab what you need, you do what you need to do, and then you put it back and you're done. So as far as if it's really busy and there's a lot of things going on in the gym, it could save you a lot of time. And especially if you're really time restricted and you can't really spend that much time inside the gym, then straight sets can be beneficial for you. All right. So if you're a beginner and you're thinking about straight sets, I would by all means say give it a shot. Try it out. Again, that's what I recommend. Usually, if you feel like you may not even like that particular type of set training style, then you know what? Then look at something else where you know what? That will keep you motivated and enjoying your workout. All right, so hope you guys found this video helpful. And you know what? I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.